Good morning, world. It's Thursday, the 14th of May, 2020, and it's another beautiful day in the neighborhood. A little later this morning. I always try to sleep in when I teach at night. Another beautiful sunrise. Lots of birds this morning. How are you coping with all of this? I had so much input from people yesterday. One of the smartest people I know said the world is burning up. The world is burning up. In shamanism, when we talk about fire, we talk about burning away things that are no longer useful. I pray that's what's burning up. The illusions, the suffering, the greed, the inability to look for the whole rather than just the self. An important part of Be the Medicine is helping people become themselves, which is not narcissistic, because the people that I work with take care of everybody else first, and they don't look at themselves as clearly as they can because their focus is taking care of everybody else. There's a balance. There's a balance with taking care of yourself and taking care of everyone else. And that's the balance we all need right now. Learning to pay attention to what we have to pay attention to stay healthy and self-sustaining, and also how this impacts other people. When, as a company, you look at taking care of the whole, it creates success. We're at a place in the world where we're all in this together differently, absolutely differently. But it's important for us to start looking at the whole. It's important for us to start breaking down and maybe burning up the things that don't work and haven't worked. We've all spoken about this for generations. The world isn't working. It's time for us to look out for each other. It's time for us to look at the whole. It's time for us to get out of our little fearful place, wanting to grab everything for ourselves, like toilet paper, for goodness sakes, and realize that there's a whole world out there, and there's enough for everybody. But we have to change our systems. We have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we operate. The world is abundant. The universe is abundant. The earth is abundant. We are self-healing. The earth is self-healing. So it's up to us as humans to change the patterns that have caused the destruction, that are creating lack of food, lack of everything. I have never understood why people have to have billions of dollars, and what the heck are they doing with it in this lifetime? There's plenty for everyone. We don't have to hoard. There's a constant co-creation going on in all areas of life. Yes, things are falling apart. As one who studied astrology for decades, I know this time is a big time of things falling apart, and it's been happening for a long time. And the truth is coming up, but we have to trust the truth. We have to stop listening to the illusion. We have to stop giving power to crazy people who are greedy and selfish and lost in illusion. It's time to wake up. It's time to co-create this next phase of the world. And we each have an important part of it. We each have a place in it. We're here on this planet. We have something to be here for. So I wish you all to be awake, aware, alive, loving, healing, trusting yourself and trusting the process. And instead of being critical, be proactive. Find your place. When I was a little girl, I was in a quandary of the planet, and that was in the 1950s, mid-50s until late 50s. I was a little girl. And I said, if everybody was just responsible for themselves, this world would work. And 60 years later, I'm going to say the same thing. If everybody could wake up and be responsible for themselves, the world will work. See what your part is. Play your role. Do for others, but take care of yourself, because you don't have a clear perspective or energy or power if you're not looking at taking care of yourself first. Love yourself and the world and your family and the people enough to stay awake, let go of fear. It's definitely a time of anxiety and fear because we don't know, and we have never known. But surrendering and making peace with that helps us let all of that emotional energy go to raise into our higher intelligence and make healthy choices, make productive choices every day. It's another beautiful day. It's not an easy time. And this week we have 4 planets going retrograde in the sky, which means we're going to be reviewing things that we've gone through in the past many months. We're going to be looking at them from a different perspective. And all this helps us make better choices, because a lot of people were numb in the past couple months. But it's time to wake up, not in fear, but in trust and love, and doing the best we can each day. Things are never going to be the same. Let go of that. See what you can do with your intelligence and your strength and your wisdom and your love to help the earth and yourself and your family move forward. It is a tough time. The world is falling apart. This is the dark night of the earth's soul. And anybody who's been through that personally knows the drill. Everything falls apart so that we can put it back together anew. So on this Thursday, as we're all scattering and scurrying and trying to figure out how to be, do some breathing, do some meditating, do some praying, connect to your higher wisdom, let go of the illusions and the pain, and see what you can create today. It does work. There's plenty of assistance out there, and I'm here too to help. Nothing is going to be the same, but it can be better. Let's go for it together. Janet Straight Arrow, be the medicine. Live the power of you. BeTheMedicine.com. I hold you all in the highest love and wish for a great breakthrough on all the levels that would help you move forward. Always in love. Janet Straight Arrow.